What's up, y'all? What's good? Welcome to the What Up Doe Show. It's your boy Dame D.
And your girl DJ Shawnee D
Today we're going to
coming
have
live from
today we're going to be
Detroit.
talking about is it possible to keep up alive forever? We have a few guests that's going to join us via in the studio, and then we have another guest that's out of the studio that's going to join us. I'll allow both of these guys to introduce themselves to the show. You can go ahead and introduce yourself to the show. Go ahead, Big D.
Big Day.
Oh, me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, it's Real Talk with Big Dave.
There we go. There we go. And I'll allow my other guest to introduce himself to the show.
What up, everybody? This is Craig. I'm glad to be in the studio with my big bro Damon tonight. Glad to get into this topic. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, before we get the show started, I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. We have a few other guests that's going to be joining the show shortly, so we just waiting on them. So we just going to have a quick couple of second monologue. DJ Shiny D, what's going on? How your Christmas been? How your holidays been going so far?
Hey, my Christmas is good. My mom's here visiting from Cali. So we've just been chilling. I'm an only child. So it's cool just to just hang out with me and my mom. So it was cool. How was
That's what's
yours?
up. That's what's up. I had a good Christmas. I can't complain. Just the family had a good day. My son had a good Christmas, so I can't complain. Big Dave, how was your Christmas?
Oh, it was lovely. It was beautiful. I spent the day with my mother, you know what I'm saying? And then my little one. And everything is good, baby.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Craig Dog in the house to be. How was your Christmas, man? Let everybody know how your day was, how your Christmas was, how you spent your day.
Hey, Christmas was amazing. Spend it with the family, spend it with some close friends. Now we're down here with you, spend a couple days with you. So, hey, everything is good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, well, we getting ready to get this show started. Is it possible to keep up a lie forever? This is a topic that my co-host brought upon to me, and I wanted to do this show. My homegirl DJ Shiny G, so we're gonna I'll allow her to lead this conversation and lead the show off, and we're going ahead and get the show started. Like I said, we had a few people that was going to join us, but they're showing up late, so we'll let them just join the show as we go. But yes, DJ Shiny G, we're gonna go ahead and let you start it off. Go ahead and let you, since it was your topic, since you want to speak about this, we'll let you start it off and lead it off.
All right. I thought of this question because I really want to know why people lie so much. Why they lying? I believe that people don't even really know who they are because they lie so much, knowing that the truth is bound to come out one day. Like, I really want to ask the men, like, why do y'all lie? And women
Okay,
lie. Don't get me wrong, but I'm the only woman here right now, and
right
I want
now.
to know why men lie. Why
Okay,
y'all
well,
lie?
well, you
Y'all
know what?
don't
I
think
guess
it's
she's
ever
going to
gonna come
address that to you, and we allow you to answer that question first, Big Dave. So address that to Big Dave, Lashonda.
out? Okay, why y'all lie?
I
Why
mean,
y'all
I can't speak for other guys. I don't believe in lying because I believe, you know what I'm saying, what's in the dark will come to the light.
for
You do.
sure?
I don't understand why people lie. I think most people that lie are people that will steal, cheat, and do anything. That's what I believe.
Hmm.
And
But
that's
a lot of
bad.
men lie. A lot of men, and not you. So you say, I know you didn't trick the bitch every
Well, I
now and
done
then.
tricked a couple of them. But I done been head too.
Right,
No,
right.
well, yeah, it's
See,
true. But
not,
why
not,
why do
not.
you think that people lie so much? Do they think that it's not going to ever come out? Do they think they'll be able to keep up the lie? Like, why do people lie about things like, oh, I only got 3 kids when I got 7 kids? Like, why do you lie about I'm not married when you are married? Why you lying like that? Like it's never gonna come out.
Maybe people are delusional. Maybe they think they only got 3 kids instead of 7.
Maybe they only claiming 3.
Yeah, that's it. You know,
Right.
some people just believe when they lie, things are going to go in a direction a little bit better. They think they have to lie to get what they want, but really they doing is setting themselves up for failure and the person that they dealing with.
Right.
Or do you think that men lie up front? Or I'm sorry. Let me stick that out my mouth. Because women lie too.
Exactly.
But why do people lie? Do they think that, okay, well, this is something that's just gonna be temporary, so I just tell her whatever, or I say whatever, not knowing that it may have some longevity to it? You know what I mean? Like I don't know why people lie so much, especially grown people.
Well, this is how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I think some people like to lie in the beginning because they just don't want to tell it all. They just lie to see how far they can go with the lie and what they can get out of lying. And then sometimes they end up not knowing that they're going to end up liking that person and being with that person longer than they want to be. And next thing you know, now the shit is coming out. Now the extra questions is coming out. Now you forced to tell the truth.
Right.
Yeah. And then it comes out. So if you've been lying, who are you? Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, when all that stuff come out, like, who are you for real? So
right.
I just never understood why people lie about who they are and what's in their life for real.
Right.
Well, let's ask Dane D brother-in-law what he think about it. I want to hear another view.
Okay, well, but before he put his input, I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna repeat the title. Is it possible to keep up a lie forever? You know, I'm gonna say yes. It's possible. You know, because we have that saying. What's that saying? You know, I'm gonna take it to the grave. You know, we lie about a lot of stuff. You know, even if it's white lies. You know, we all have lies, but you know, I just wanted to bring up that to reiterate the title before we talk about it. So I'll go ahead and let Craig, you know, answer that question that you brought up to him, Big Dave. So yeah, Craig, if you want to go ahead and answer that question, but like I said, is it possible to keep up a lie? And then I'll come back after him and give my my answer to that. But go ahead, Craig.
I think we got two different questions going on right now because the first question was, why do men lie? And then the second one is, can you take a lie to the grave?
Right. Which was is the title? Is it possible to keep up a lie forever?
I think it's possible.
I'm sorry, Craig. Listen, let me say this right before. The only reason I brought up that is because that was the train of thought that came up with the question.
Okay.
So the question was more general, but I do have somebody in mind when I brought up that question. So that's why I went straight to that person in my mind. But yeah.
What up, BJ3? We got somebody else that's joining the show. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the show.
What up, though? BJ3 from the DET, now in the LAX.
Okay. All right. So we had Craig up next, getting ready to speak his, give his input on today's topic. Is it possible to keep up a lie forever? So go ahead, Craig.
Yeah, I think it's possible to keep up a lie forever. You know, people, and it don't necessarily have to be a lie, but I think everybody has something that they don't necessarily want to make public. You know, whether it's something you did in your childhood, something you did in a former relationship, hopefully if it's something that you did, you learn from it, and it's a learning experience. So even if you do decide to take it to your grave, you go back and think about what it is and won't do it again in the future.
Right. Okay, BJ3. So yeah, like I was saying before, you just came in on why Craig was answering this question, but today's topic, is it possible to keep up a lie forever? You know, and I'll give my answer to that. My question is yes. You know, we all have that. What's that saying? Let's DJ Shiny G. You know, take it to the grave. We're gonna take that lie to the grave. You know, we all have stories. We all have situations where we all have a story that we're going to take to the grave, and we might not tell anyone about this situation, but to answer your question, this was your title, this was the topic that you came up with, and I'm going to say yes. It's possible to keep up a lie forever, because we all have lies that we're going to take to the grave. I have a few things that I'm going to talk about, that I lied about over the years that that I would have took to the grave. You know what I'm saying? So we all have certain things that we may not say to our significant other or to the people that we lied to. You know what I mean? But we all have told lies or white lies in our lifetime. But today's topic is it possible to upkeep this lie forever. So I'm gonna go ahead and just just give a few testimonies that even brother-in-law, me and Craig, we was talking about that earlier. He and just give your testimony, brother-in-law Craig. What you said about your little white lie. What happened to you before I get off into mine.
I don't think this is really anything of substance, but we was talking about it over dinner, and I was talking about one time I applied for a job at a valet company, and they asked me could I drive a stick shift. So of course I said yeah, I could drive a stick shift because I wanted to get the job.
Right.
And as soon as I got the job, everything was good until I had to bring one of those stick shift cars up a ramp. So I go to bring the car up the ramp, and I couldn't get it up there. So and then it was like a bottleneck. So I get it like halfway up the ramp, and then I hit the brake. And then the car in front of me moves, and I'm going to bring the car up, and I can't get the car up. The car starts rolling backwards. So I had to put the car in park. One of my homeboys come in and save me, whatever. Fast forward, they never really found out about it, but I learned how to drive a stick shift pretty much at the expense of a lot of people's cars at the valet place.
You know,
So
Right.
story
Right.
though. See how quick that lie came to the truth. You see how quick it
It
came.
did.
It was a white lie just to get the job. But the minute you got there, you didn't imagine that you was really gonna have to drive one of them. You thought you was gonna get away with not driving one. The minute you got to drive one, you like, damn.
I did, and that was actually the best case scenario because I didn't tear up nobody's car and I didn't get caught. You know what I'm saying? But it
Good.
could have ended up a lot
But you
worse.
didn't keep
You know what I'm
that job.
saying?
You
It
didn't
could.
keep that job forever. So that wasn't a forever lie. You know what I mean? I'm talking about you didn't have a baby with somebody at work. I'm
Right.
talking about that kind of lie, like a forever kind of lie.
Mhm.
That never go back.
Right. Well, okay. Well, we can definitely get off. He just gave a testimony of a situation,
Yeah,
but
that's
we can get off into some deep shit like that. What you talking about, LaShawn? I think we all have told white lies, but BJ3, give your testimony on something that you think you may have wanted to take to the grave, but you told a white little lie.
You know what? I had to think of one. I come back with one for you, but my answer to your question is, can you take one to the grave? I think you can. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people stuff didn't happen to that they have suppressed it to the point where they believe the lie at this point. You know what I'm saying? So like, can you take it? Yeah, but I mean, some things do come to the light. The Bible said that what you do in the dark come to the light. So some
Right.
things you won't be able to keep is gonna come out on its own. But as far as the individual, sticking with the lie, like I know people like, man, you did this. And I'm like, man, I don't even remember that. And I'm sure some stuff in college that, you can be like, man, and I'm like, I don't even remember. So it ain't
Right.
necessarily lying, but it is what it is. You take it to
Right.
the grave.
See, and I'll even give this testimony that a lot of people may be able to relate to, and these for some of the old schools, I'm not gonna say players, but had a lot of men that had other families on the other side of town, with whole wives and that had a wife at the home and maybe had a whole nother family on the side, that took that lie, that's going to take that lie to the grave. So it's a lot of men out there that can relate to that story, back in I'm going to say the early 60s and the 70s that, before we had all this, tracking devices that, men had other families, besides their main family. They had other girlfriends and, children on the side, so a lot of people, can relate to that and probably going to take those stories to the grave. So I don't know if you know any stories like that, Big Dave, but go on ahead and elaborate and tell me some of the stories you may
Well,
have heard of or
I'm gonna give y'all a true story, but it ain't my story. I'll tell one of mine later.
Okay.
And this is a fact. This guy here, I'm not gonna say his name, but this guy here, he get after women quick if they lie to him. He don't play. He's crazy. And this female was messing with a guy at the job they both worked at, but in her defense, he was fucking over her all the time, beating her ass when he was getting caught and all that. So one day she finally decided to fight back. She met this guy on the job and he was a little older. And she started having sex with this guy and really started to like him because she was missing something that she wasn't getting in him. And this guy was treating her like a woman. He was treating her with respect. He was doing things for her like a man usually would do when they care for someone. He wasn't dogging her. He listened to her. The other guy wasn't doing none of that. So one day she came home and he called me like, man, this bitch a liar. And he actually beat her and took her to the Metro store and told her to get her text messages so he can get all of them, the ones that they get on the, that they can get that you don't come up on the phone. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
The ones you didn't delete it. The ones you didn't delete it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they did Kwame. So when she was in there, she wrote a note to the lady like, please don't give me the information. He seen her writing the note and he snatched her out of her hand. He took her back to the house and he beat her some more. But that woman would not tell what she has been doing. And I'm saying this went on for months and months until one day he followed her and she went up to the guy's house and she stayed in there for some hours and he stayed out there for some hours. And when she came out, he whipped up on her. Took her home. He called me, he said, this is why her shit been sloppy messy. Some old nigga using Viagra on her. But the moral of the story is she would never tell that story, no matter how much he was beating her.
Right.
Now that's taking it to the grave.
Okay. Yeah, most definitely.
He was hurting her for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she wasn't gonna tell until he had to follow her and catch her.
But the thing about it is he followed her. So he knew where she was going. So she might have told him that they never were intimate, but it was already
He never
proven
told him that she was messing with nobody because she knew he was crazy.
right. But she was still cheating in his eye.
Yeah, but
and it came to the light. It came to the light though, right?
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I don't think a lie can be held forever because you lie so much. If you just sit back and listen to the people that you dealing with, if you listen to them long enough and don't rebuttal them and just let them talk, they're going to end up telling you 2 or 3 different stories, and you're gonna know right then and there they're lying their ass off.
Oh right? Yeah, you can't remember a lie always.
Okay,
no,
well,
you ain't.
Okay, well that's gonna be my question to you, BJ. Do you think you can upkeep? Do you think anyone can upkeep a lie forever? From their original lie. Because before you even answer that question, I'll say this. You have plenty of men that have children out of wedlock, like I was saying in my first example. Men that have certain families on the other side of town that had children out of wedlock. That would never that never told that a secret to nobody. That had other families. You had other situations like. I'll just say for examples like that, I'll leave it at that. Men just having families outside of their families, that would take that to the grave. So BJ3, give me an example of what you think that most people would take to the grave.
I mean, I think like maybe not lies per se, but maybe just omitting information. For instance, like we live in a different society where men and women promiscuity is looked at different. So I'm sure it's a bunch of females that got men or husbands or whatever you want to call it that they haven't told them their real numbers. And they're not gonna ever tell them their real numbers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I
that's
agree.
just some. Now, if he can get
now,
it
what
from
you
a
mean?
girlfriend
They
or something
body
like
count?
that.
They numbers like far as their body count.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
100%. 100%. 100%. It's stuff that again, some stuff will come to the light, but if you like Big Dave was saying, if you stay around long enough, you'll hear enough that you'll get some stuff. But if you hopping around from girl to girl, you telling her this, telling that, that ain't gonna come back. You're gonna be moved on and forgot that you told her this, and it's just gonna be another knocked under your belt and a lie that you didn't told.
You're not in a relationship with the same person. You have to be with the same person for a certain amount of time for it to really come to the light.
Right.
But if your girl was a hoe, you gonna know she was a hoe because somebody gonna tell it, somebody gonna let you know, and you gonna find out she was a hoe. So you may not know her exact number, but if it was one extreme to the other, if she was a hoe, you gonna know she was a hoe because she gonna always be labeled a hoe.
Right.
Yeah, in her town. But if she moved somewhere else, she went from just say Toledo and now she live in Missouri, and she at the church and blah blah blah. You may not never know what that person and then. And the guy the same way. He could have been a bum, could have been, abusive or whatever the case. You know what I'm saying? He didn't change some things. I know people that didn't change their life. Not that the lie was kept, but they didn't change their life. So if you didn't know them before, you wouldn't know that they did those things
I
before.
mean, you'll never know, but here's the thing. Like she said, if you a hoe, I don't give a fuck if you're a man or woman. If you a hoe, it's gonna come out. Because you
Right.
can't help yourself.
Niggas want you to know. Niggas don't let you. They could be
a hoe, some people in the choir gonna be knocking you off. Somebody's gonna come out who you are. You can't hide it. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. Lies, so we start off telling white lies, right?
Right.
They turn to bigger lies. And some people will never be honest. I don't care if they're in a relationship. I don't care if they just got fuck partners. I don't care if they just got friends. It's just some people believe in just telling lies and bullshitting people is the way to go.
Right.
And that's bad. They can't live or function unless they telling somebody some bullshit.
Right. I agree.
Right.
I agree.
Some people just liars.
Yeah, some people are just liars, but you got some people that's just totally gonna take shit to the grave with them, that done some things that that may not ever talk about, like we made things like murder and stuff like that, but I don't think we are off into that deep in the conversation. But yeah, we've done things as kids that we may hear from our parents that we told lies about that we may want to take to our grave that we've never talked about. So you have situations like that, so I'll allow you again, Craig, to go on ahead and elaborate on something that you might want to talk about.
I think y'all gave some really good examples. Going back to what BJ3 said about the body count, I didn't even think about that, so it kind of put things into perspective. But I got a family member who remain nameless, and he actually passed on, and he actually did what you said. He actually had two families.
Right.
He had two families for years. I mean, he had two wives, two sets of kids. He went on two different family vacations and stuff like that. And he passed away.
Right.
And after he passed away, the stuff is starting to come out. But he took it to his grave, and now we find out about it. But another example, I guess, of taking stuff to the grave, like you were saying. So a lot of people don't know, or you might know, but I was a victim of a carjacking back in '99. I was shot in a carjacking. And my man that shot me, I'm sure his crew probably knows about it, but that's something that he's probably going to take to the grave. So, when I first heard the topic, of course, when you think about stuff that you take into the grave, you immediately think me and women relationships, blah, blah, blah. What did I lie? What did I tell her? Or what I didn't tell her, stuff like that. But I didn't even think about that until we dove into this conversation. But yeah, my man that got me, he gonna take that to the grave if he's still living. I don't know if he's even still living. If he's not living, he probably took it to the grave. If he is living, he's probably gonna take it to the grave.
Right.
Because he wouldn't want that necessarily to come out. So
right. And that's like I was saying in the beginning, we all have done things that that it's possible, like you said, LaShawn, to be able to uphold his life forever that we might not want people to know about. We've told lies as children, and upheld those lies until now, that we have not spoke to anybody about, so it happens, it happens and it don't have to always be lies, at the same time. It's things that happen to us over, the period in our childhood that we may have not spoke to people about that happened that we may not have wanted to be spoken about, that may that have not been a lie, but we all have been through. Go ahead, BJ3.
No, that wasn't me, but you saying it, what I said. I said it may not be a lie, but sometimes it's just omitting information. But that wasn't me talking. That was somebody else.
Right. Okay. Well, whoever was trying to say something, you can go in and say, but yeah, like I was saying, but we all have been in situations where we've told lies, but we've all been in situations where it's situations and stories that, that's therefore to our heart that we're going to take to the grave that we may not want our significant others to know about, that we will take to the grave. So yes, to answer your question, LaShawn, in the beginning, is it possible to uphold a lie forever? Yes. We all have things that happen to us in our childhood, in our adulthood that we may not want everybody or the world or our significant other significant others knowing. So yes, I think that is possible to
But that's
uphold a
two
lie. Go
different
ahead,
things.
LaShawn.
I think that's two different things, actually.
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying that if you lie to somebody, can you keep that lie up forever? Like, it's one thing if something happened to me and I don't want to talk about it. That doesn't mean that it's a lie. That just means that that's none of your
That just
business.
ain't
You
your
know
business.
what I mean? Like, but for me to lie to you about something important, we're not talking about a white lie. We're talking about a significant lie, and maybe we should have clarified.
Right.
But a significant lie, can that be upheld forever?
You don't
Upheld
think so?
forever? I do not. I do not. I
I,
like even those kids that he had in a different city, that nobody after he died,
And
they
you
gonna
don't
come
and
out.
you don't think that
So
lie will ever be brought forward or brought to
yes,
for everybody to know about?
yes, I know. You know why? Because I just did a DNA, general like 41 and Me or whatever, where
Right.
I did to like link up with family members, and guess what? I
Mhm.
found another sibling.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean?
Well,
So this
it's
is
kind
what
of almost
I'm saying.
like that
Like
that
it's coming
saying
up.
then everything comes to the light at some point.
But let
he
me
right.
say this too. Like my father never told us about this sibling. So to him, he gone now.
Take it to the
So
Right.
to
grave.
him, it was forever. For
He
him,
took it to the grave.
because he gone. He ain't got the answer for shit. So
Right. That's
really,
deep,
forever. He
Yeah.
would he upheld a lie forever because he gone.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
He one's got to deal with it now. So that lie now comes out, but he's not here to defend
Right.
himself. So
That's deep
it's
that you
just
said that because I kind of got a situation like that in my family. It wasn't a lie. We just didn't know about the situation. But yeah,
I think a lot of people
go
got
ahead,
that
Dave.
going. Not cutting you off. I think a lot of people got that going on in their family. That's just something that happened. But I have a
Right.
question,
Yeah, but
Sean.
going back to LaShawn's point, you got so now we talking about we got to define what is forever. You know what I'm saying? Because are we talking about forever, forever, or are we talking about for your lifetime? Because them two different things.
Yeah, I
No,
correct.
I
I
mean,
mean,
got
but
Because
you
going
think
back
about it.
to
still
the
like wow.
Yeah,
hmm?
you're right,
He got a
Craig.
lot no more.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, but to me, his forever happened already. Like, you know what I mean? Like to me, his time is ended. So forever is up for him. Like he's in another realm.
Right, but that's
Forever,
all relative. That's
like
that's relative because forever
it
for
is
him
correct
versus forever for us. You
for
see
us.
what I'm saying?
right,
Right. He took it
As
to
long as the earth is here, like forever, ever.
right. See, he took it to the grave. So, like you said, he don't have to answer no one, but you found it out and whoever else. So
Yeah,
it came out. It just didn't come out while he was here.
no,
right,
So
So
like I said, it's hard for something to come out unless you like my situation. Like my situation, the girl that I was with over here, she know about it, but the girl that came over here while she was here, still to this day, don't know nobody was in that back room. But in her mind, somebody was because I was acting strange as hell when she came. See, a
did
female,
she
I was with a female the day before we went shopping, and when we went shopping, something went wrong. I got a call and we had to go, so we left the whole basket. So she was like, you know what? I'll pick it back up for you tomorrow and I'll drop it off to you. I was like, bet, that's a bet. But I ain't know this girl was gonna call me that I had been talking to a lot and wanted her. And she fucked around and came over, but the only difference she got dropped off, so it went no car. And she spent the night. So the other girl brought the groceries the next day. I totally forgot about her bringing the groceries because I was having so much fun. She was like, I'm on my way with the groceries. I'm like, oh shit. So when
right,
she got, it wasn't no car here. I'm make it fast. So she got here, it wasn't no car here. She came in with the groceries. The routine is I grab the groceries and she helped me put them up. This day I was acting like I didn't need no help. She like, why you acting weird? I'm trying to help you. You acting like you're trying to get me to get the fuck out of here. I was like, no, not at all. I was just gonna do it myself. And she was like, you know what? Let me go use the bathroom. My bedroom door was closed. She came out, why is your bedroom door closed? I said, because it's just closed. So I started a false fight so I can get her the hell out of here. And she called cussing me out through an oil can at my house. But to this day, when I talk to her every blue moon, I hardly ever even talk to her. But when I talk to her, she always bringing that up like, you had a girl over there, didn't you? I still to this day never told her that.
Now
Right.
she know.
And that's been like since 2004. That's been since 2004. Every time I talk to her, she bring that up, and I still haven't told her. I ain't got no reason to lie to her. Nah, I ain't with her. But I
Yeah.
just told her.
Right.
I don't know, because and
Living
that's
with life for a long time.
but that's a slippery slope because I am a person that is deeply vibrational. So if I come over and you're acting weird and I suspect that someone else is there, I probably am not going to talk to you anymore just because my gut ain't lying to me. You lying to me. And it is like, do you believe your gut or do you believe this guy? Like, I don't know, dog. I don't know.
Right.
Sometimes, it is what it is. I mean, she liked it, so it'd be like that sometimes. But eventually, she fell off. But
Right.
it's like
And I'll give a testimony, which I told this. I had a situation where, when I was younger, one of my first love, I was dating, and it was a situation where I ended up dating my first love cousins, and she didn't know that until, years later, so and I spoke the truth about that. But it's a lot of stuff that we want to take to the grave, but like that saying is sometimes it tends to come to the light, so it's a lot of secrets and it's a lot of things that we try to take to the grave, and it's a lot of things that people do take to the grave that that's unspoken of or that's unheard of. Go ahead, LaShawn.
Mhm. No, I agree. Like, I do believe that, it is really a case by case study because, there are some people that have gotten away with clear murder. Like, you could
Yes.
know it's them, but they cannot prove that they were there, that they touched anything. OJ, they still don't know for real, so it's like, okay, so yeah, I do believe that you could keep some lies up, but I do believe that a lot of lies, like a lot of them, I would say maybe 75% of them do come to the light at some point, especially if you're a person that pays attention, because people forget their lies all the time.
Right.
And things slip, whether you're a person that catches it or not, that you don't know. But
Right.
if you're that person.
if you're a good listener and if you're a real good listener, you'll find.
Oh, he gonna tell you, or she gonna tell you.
Yeah, the person you're dealing with is always gonna. They lie so much, they can't help but to tell on themselves.
Yeah.
Because lie, but it's just normal to them to lie. Have y'all
Mhm.
had somebody just? Don't y'all know? All of us know one person damn thing for no reason.
Everything. She lied about everything. It wasn't even necessary for her to lie. She was lying about stuff. Like, why are you lying about that? That didn't even make no sense. She just lied about everything. Everything.
And that's what's crazy about shit. That's just like I hang with a lot of women, and I hear them all the time talking about guys that be thinking they knocking it out the park. They be like, that nigga bold as hell. You know what I'm saying? And they got nigga thinking
Y'all do be. Y'all be knocking it out the park.
you know what I'm saying? They be with each other laughing and giggling, and this guy come around and everybody, the women laughing, and he don't know why.
Right.
But he telling us he knocking it out the park.
Hey, she could be telling her friends he ain't knocking it out so that they don't want none. But he could be knocking it out.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's true.
The overlay for the underlay. The female might be like, I'm a double back.
Yeah, all day. You tell them how good it is, and they gonna want some too. And women know that. They don't be telling other women. They don't be telling other women how they do really getting it in. They don't want them to know that. Oh, he's so
See,
nasty.
and just like how
Oh,
you
well,
said that,
we always
BJ3,
got
that
that.
was my next question. I think women take a lot of stuff to the grave that they don't tell their men's, like about, but that's another conversation that we can talk about at another
We can
day.
talk
But
about it now. Why we can't talk about it now?
Oh, let's get to the nitty.
You ain't got shit to do. Come on.
It's the Dang D show, goddammit.
Well,
You
yeah,
are the boss.
I mean, we can get off into it, but I'll just stick to the script. We all have, like I said, told white lies, and we all told lies that we're going to take to the grave. It's lies that I'm holding. I'm not going to say lies, but it's things now that I have made done in my life that I may not want my significant other to know about or anyone else to know about. So
Right.
to get back to the topic, is it possible to keep up a life forever? I'm going to say yes. I have multiple. I'm not going to say lies, but I have multiple things in my life that I may or may not be proud of that I don't want people to know about. That I'm going to take to the grave with me. And I know I'm not the only one on this panel that feels that way or has the same, things that they're. I'm not going to say hiding, but that's not going to acknowledge or let the world know these things. So yes, it's a lot of things that I'm going to take to the grave with me that I'm not going to let my significant other or even loved ones even know. It's certain things you just don't want to put out there, that may not give you a good look or regardless of the good look,
Some
there's
stuff
just
just
certain
ain't
things that you may not
know.
want to put out there. And I'll leave it with that. So, Craig, I'll give you a last word on that. Well, I'm not going to say the last word, but I'll give you a word on that. It's a lot of things that we've done over our lifetime that we may not want people to know about. That we keep hidden from the world. So I'll go ahead and let you elaborate on that.
Listen, there's things that everybody's done that they don't necessarily want people to know about, whether
Mhm.
it's, stealing from the penny candy store
Right.
to cheating on your girlfriend. I mean, everybody has some things that they don't necessarily want people to know.
Right.
So, but again, listening to this panel is kind of opened up my ears to some different perspectives because going back to what LaShawn said about OJ. Okay, so I don't know if OJ did it. We don't know if OJ did it.
That's true.
Only person that knows if OJ did it is
Yeah.
OJ.
And the motherfucker
And, the,
who
and,
he
and the dude that he
And
paid,
did
and the dude he paid.
right.
it. Right.
But the people that did it, that were involved, like they can't tell the story, and now OJ
Mhm.
don't pass on. So their forever is done.
Right.
No one will
Right.
ever know that. So there is things that you can necessarily take to the grave with you
Right.
that people will never know about.
Right.
You
I
know,
mean,
Now, my question is, would that be um would that would that be a right thing or a wrong thing taking that to the grave, like far as if it was a good thing or a bad thing? Would
I
that be
mean,
a positive or a negative if
I
well,
if
mean,
it depends on which side of the coin you on.
right.
For
Okay.
OJ, it's a good thing if he wasn't necessarily involved with it.
Okay.
But on the flip side of that, if you the family of the victims, that's not necessarily a good thing. That's a bad thing because you want closure, and they might not
Right.
ever get that closure.
Right.
You know
There
what I'm
you
saying?
go.
So
exactly.
going back to what we was talking about earlier about the lady you was talking about that finally confessed with the Emmett Till or something.
Right.
She didn't confess until she was
Until
damn near on her
she was on her
deathbed.
deathbed. Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So
Mhm.
she gave the family or, whatever, closure on her deathbed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So in that case, that's good for the family. And it's almost good for her because she like, look, I don't live my life. So what you gonna do to me at 90 years old?
Right.
You know
On
what I'm
my
saying?
deathbed.
You understand what I'm saying? So depends on how you look
She
at it.
got away
Right.
with it.
There you go.
But about the story about the white lady, yeah, it said that, yeah, but yeah, it's just we all in our lifetime, we all done told a lot of white lies. We all done told things. I mean, lies about things that we'll never tell nobody, and
Right.
that's just a fact. That's just part of life. You know what I'm saying? You have a negative and you have a positive. You can't live without either one of them. So you
Mhm.
do some things sometimes that you might regret later, but you still might not tell somebody. You
Yeah,
know,
Right.
because I got a testimonial real quick.
Go ahead.
Because I am single and I have no children, I have married friends lie on me a lot. Like, like they was with me or they was over at my house. So I've had a couple significant others call me, like, was he with you last night? Or was she over your house last night? Yes, I'm not gonna put my friend under the bus, but I hate that. I
Right.
hate that. Oh my
Right.
God, I hate that.
Right. See now that's a perfect example right there, LaShawn. Now, would you be not a friend if you was just upfront and honest and told the truth at that point to her significant other when she called you, putting you on the spot?
I feel like what I did was what I was supposed to do, was
Okay.
because I hated it so much because my really close friends, I'm pretty much close to your significant other too. There's love there for them too. I love black love. So don't put me in the middle of that. So what I had to do was after that, I had to kind of set my boundaries with them. Like with
right.
my like, yo, don't put, especially when you don't tell me and I just get thrown under the bus and get put on the spot like that. Don't lie on me no more.
Right.
Like, use with somebody else, but
Right. Now,
don't
Yeah.
now,
don't put
now, if
me in
she
the
would have
mess.
forewarned you before she had put you on the spot, what you would have carried that white lie to the grave with her.
Well, I can say this, that I have gotten those phone calls too, like, bitch, I'm with you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
See, and that's
Like,
normally what happens.
yeah, that, but as long as I kind of go with it, usually I don't get a whole lot of phone calls. I've gotten calls out the blue because motherfuckers have been put on the spot. And the
Right.
first name that come to their mind is my name.
Right.
So, that significant other be like, call her right now. Yeah, and call
Yeah.
her right now. So
See,
I ain't trying to break up no marriage,
right.
but don't do that to me no more.
Right.
Like,
See,
don't do that to me.
and I think we all have been put in those situations at one point
Yeah.
in our life, at a time, with just friends or relatives, so we all, like I said, in the beginning, we all tell white lies. We all tell lies that we're going to take to the grave. It's things that we haven't told to our significant others or to even some of our closest family members that we're going to take a grave. So to answer your question, yes, it's possible to uphold a lie forever. So I'll give you guys the last words. BJ3, I'll give you give us your last words on this topic.
No, I mean, it could be little stuff like you said, stuff we done did as kids. Your mama say, "Boy, did you do that?" You lie about it, you move on, and that's kind of like taking it to the grave. But you know, lying about a fight. You know what I'm saying? You might have lost the fight or whatever the case, and you tell your boys or your cousin like, "Yeah, this happened, that happened." So you know,
Mm.
it's possible some lies can go to the grave, but you stay in a relationship and you lie to your significant other, and you constantly lying, then the chances of that the chance of that coming to the light is high. Like you ain't gonna
Right.
be able to stay in that relationship and just keep lying about stuff and they'll never find out. So yeah, it's some stuff you can and some stuff that's gonna come to the light. So the answer is yes on some things.
Mm.
So if it's a yes, it's yes.
Yes
Right.
and no.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask you that same question, Craig. Is it things that do you think that you're going to take to the grave or you may share with your significant other, or is just things you just possibly just going to take to the grave and you may uphold that lie or just may uphold that white lie?
In short, yes. Definitely things you can take to the grave with you. You
Right.
can definitely take a lot with you to the grave. I keep going back to LaShawn, but like she said, her girl's guy called and asked where she was, and she covered for
Right.
her. I mean, it's not a great big lie. And, I don't know if there's such thing as a big lie or a little lie, but in that case, that's going to the grave. Is she
Oh
with
yeah.
you? Yeah, she with me. Okay, like how he gonna prove it? You know what I'm saying? So even though it's not something of a great magnitude, it's still a lie, and
Right.
it is going to the grave. So
Yeah.
in short, yeah, you can tell a lie and you can take that lie to the grave.
Right. And I'm
Yeah.
asking you that same question, Big Dave. Is it possible, to be able to take a lie, to be able to tell that same lie forever, to uphold that lie forever?
like everyone say, a lie is a lie. It doesn't matter if it's a white lie, a small lie, big lie, it don't matter. A lie is a lie. Some stuff is going to go to the grave and some stuff just not. It just and it really depends on the situation. If you're in a relationship, it's gonna come out. If you ain't in a relationship, 9 out of 10 it won't.
Okay.
Fact.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and I'll give my thoughts and then I'll let you end it off, into the conversation of DJ Shiny D. Yes, I'll have to say yes. A lot of people, including me, it's things that I have not spoken to my significant other. It's things that I have not told, certain family members that, about certain situations, that I'm going to take to the grave, even friends, and that don't mean that it's necessarily a negative thing, but it's just certain things that, we may not want everybody to know about us or certain things that we've done, you know, um, over the years or in that relationship. So yes, I think it is possible to answer that question, to take things, to uphold a lie forever, because and I'm not going to say it, even if they're not lies, it's possible to uphold, just certain things forever, even if they're are lies or they're not lies. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you get the last word on that, DJ Shiny G.
All
Excuse
right.
me. I've been sipping. I'm a little toasty.
It's all right. I ain't tripping. I know what you
I'm
meant.
still sipping.
I do think that it's possible. I agree with you guys that it is possible, but I do think that with lies, for me anyway, there are consequences because I still have to live with that lie.
Right.
And so I can't say that it's not affecting anybody because they never found out because I'm still dealing with it myself. So, I got to look myself in the mirror the next day. So I think that people should not lie.
Right.
And if you gotta lie, don't do it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, when that judgment day come up, we can lie to each other, but you can't lie to our creator. He's gonna know, so that lie one day is gonna have to come to an end. You can't keep, so that answers that question. We can lie to each other, but when it comes to us meeting our maker, that's when that lie will be
Reveal.
unfaced, yeah, revealed.
And
So BJ3, let everybody know what you got going on, where they can reach you.
Man, I got a whole lot going on, but right now, I'm all about trying to take care of people, making sure nobody have to deal with no GoFundMe's and no fish
Talk
fries,
about
nothing
it.
like
Talk
that.
about it.
You know what I'm saying? So a new thing for me. So you can hit me at B Jefferson, or just hit me at mr.BERNIAL at Gmail, and I can give you some information. Help change your life. Help change your family's life.
Right.
M R
Before we
dot
go any further,
Canal dot com.
before we go any further, not to cut you off, let them know what is concerning, like far as you helping them life. Let them know, because I'm a new member of what you got going on. So just let everybody know what you got going on, bro.
It's a whole lot, man. I can't really talk a whole lot about it. Just know that I do retirement. I specialize in retirement planning and creating generational wealth, and then again making sure that you don't have to be one of them people that your family got to raise money for you.
There
That's what
you
I do.
go. Okay.
Yeah.
Big Dave, let everybody know where they can reach you, what you got going on.
podcaster, doing the game, doing pretty good with it. Real Talk with Big Dave on YouTube, that's the name. Instagram, TikTok, Real Talk with Big Dave. Facebook, Big Dave Crawford. You can give me and I'm a masseuse also. I never mentioned that, but I am. You can get me on my mail, dcraw, #1, big boy, #2 at gmail.com. If you want to join the show or talk about anything interesting, you can get in touch with me and we can go from there.
There we go. There we go. Okay, Brother Craig, let them know what you got going on. Let them know where they can reach you.
All right, my wife and I, we own a party rental company. We specialize in kids parties, so we do everything from bounce houses to train rides to tents to tables to chairs. mechanical bulls, you name it, we got it. Go-karts, bumper carts. If you need it, we got it. You can reach us at Mr. Inflatable Bounce on Instagram. Again, that's Mr. Inflatable Bounce. That's MR, no period, Inflatable Bounce on Instagram.
There we go. And we need y'all to check them out. DJ Sonny G. Let them know where they can reach you and what you got going on, baby girl.
Well, you can always reach me at glossshaybutters.com. I'm still doing shea butters and still working every day.
The
That's
best
what
in
I
the
do.
city.
For sure. And Big Dave, why you ain't never asked me to your show?
Excuse me?
Why you ain't never asked me to your show? I need an
Well,
invitation.
hey, we're gonna make it happen now. You got the information, and I got your information, and we're gonna get in touch with each other. We're gonna make it happen then.
There we
Cool.
go.
Let's do it.
Okay, well let them know again, DJ Sonny D, where they can reach you and what you got going on. Let them know about those shea butters, how awesome it is. I wear it every day. I got it on now. If I'm shining, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I'm smelling good, so I have no problems of smelling good and shining. Let them know where they can reach you and they can collect that, and where they can go and purchase that shea butter from.
Sure, it is at Gloss, one S, GLOS, shaybutters.com. I have all kind of scents. I can even take your cologne and make a shea butter out of your cologne. So I can customize it for you.
There we go. You heard that. She can take your
Like that.
personal scent that you like and turn that shit into her shea butter. So definitely give her a call. Get with her. Let her know what you got going on. So that way she can place your order and put your order in. But like I said, it's definitely been a good show. I want to thank each and every one of you guys who joined the panel today. In today's topic, DJ Shiny D, give them a word of today. Lead them with something before we end the show.
I just feel like in 2025, we got a lot of things coming at us, and it is time for us to be serious about how we move forward and realize that the words that come out of our mouths will reflect in our actions and our thoughts. So let's use good language. Let's be positive towards one another. Let's, spread love. And sometimes you got to go somewhere you don't want to go. You bring happiness with you. So pack happiness in your bag and take it with you everywhere you go.
There we go. And before we end the show, I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It helps the channel grow. BJ3, let them know again where they can get in contact with you with the MetLife Insurance.
I'm with New York Life, @1 mutual life insurance company in the world. Just hit me on my personal at Mr.Burnell, BERNIAL @gmail. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that good stuff.
There we go. And once again, I want to thank each and every one of you guys who came on the panel to give your stories, to discuss your topics. It was definitely a good conversation, a good show. DJ Shiny G brought this conversation to my attention. It was definitely a good conversation. Is it possible to uphold a life, forever? And it is. We all take, we all have done things in our lifetime where we're going to take to the grave that no one is going to know nothing about. Whether it was good or bad, so I just DJ Shiny G gave you the words of the day. I commend everybody. I thank everybody for coming on to the show. It's been another one. It's your boy Damn D, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.